Stella Yetunde Gbadebo was born on the 28th of February 1928 in Ikorodu, Lagos State, but originated from Abeokuta. She was married to Oba Samuel Adesina Gbadebo II, the late Alake of Egbaland. She is survived by her children, Yomi Abili, Bolanle Oyeledun, and Adeleke Gbadebo, also by grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She attended Methodist School Ikorodu from January 1936 to December 1938. She had a secondary school education at Wesley School, Ogereremo, from January 1939 to December 1941, Methodist Girls' School, Shagamu, from January 1942 to December 1944. She furthered by attending the Teachers Training College, Shagamu, from January 1945 to December 1946. Her higher education was at Rachel Macmillan Training College, Creek Road, London, from October 1956 to June 1959, and also University of London, October 1956 to August 1959. She acquired a lot of educational qualifications, one of which is the University of London Teachers Diploma in 1959, and also a Bachelor of Arts degree in the same year. She held top positions in the government sector, to commerce and industry, voluntary activities, education sector, religious sector, also in youth and national development sector. Numerous awards, titles, and honor were all to her name. Mama was one of the 6 people and only female who sat over the creation of Ogun State in 1976. Member, Board of WNTV, WNBS at the time. Mama died on the 20th of February, 2024. A tribute for Olori Stella Yetunde Gbadebo was held at Centenary Hall, Ake, Abeokuta. The tribute was graced by her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, and also friends, family, and well-wishers, especially the National Council of Women's Society of Nigeria, NCWS. Chief Bumi Ayelagbe, former presenter at OGBC, organized the program at the Centenary Hall with the Girls and Boys Brigade awesome performance. The other queens from the palace, however, came in groups to pay their last respects. Chief Bumi Ayelagbe recited an emotional eulogy on behalf of Mama Yetunde Gbadebo. The closing prayer was conducted by Mrs. Oluremi Badejo, who is one of the members of NCWS. Mama's body was, however, ushered out of the hall by music performance from the Boys and Girls Brigade amidst all attendees and headed to her home before finally to the We Keep Service of Songs venue. The We Keep Service of Songs for Olori Taiwo Stella Yetunde Gbadebo was conducted by the Trinity Methodist Church, Itesi Obantoko, Abeokuta, which started and opening prayers by the Very Reverend S.O. Shiambola, J.P. The first Bible reading was by the Reverend Olukayode John, followed by another section of hymnal by the entire congregation. The second Bible reading was by Very Reverend Bukola Olukode. The choir led the congregation to another section of harmonious hymnal, which eventually led to the third Bible reading by Very Reverend Adeshola Koyebi. Another section of hymnal by the choir, following the fourth reading of the Bible by Very Reverend Abraham Akeode, after which the congregation were led to another hymnal and the fifth Bible reading by Very Reverend Oshin. Testimony followed, and 5 testifiers were asked to testify about Olori Yetunde Taiwo Gbadebo. A special rendition followed afterwards by her children, Reverend Bolale Oyeledun, Prince Adeleke Gbadebo, and family members. This was followed by another hymnal section and prayers by the Very Reverend S.O. Shiambola, J.P., the presbyter, Trinity Methodist Church, Itesi, Abeokuta, who also gave the sermon of the day and also prayed for the children.
We gathered together to talk about Mama Yetunde Olori Gbadebo. We've discussed and even said about the good things she has done, and even those area of our weaknesses. A day is coming. It is a day of your memorial service, whereby people shall gather together like this and talk about you. They will equally talk about me. They will evaluate all the good we've done. Even the bad we've perpetrated, they will talk about it. Lọ́jọ́ náà, ìgbà tí àwọn èèyàn yóò péjọ báyìí, àtọmọdé àti àgbà àti ẹbí, bóyá ọkọ tàbí aya, ọ̀rẹ́ tàbí àwọn ìtajọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ papọ̀, kí la ó sọ nípa mi? Kí la ó sọ nípa ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa náà? Àtàtí fún lórí ọ̀fẹ́, bóyá nílé iṣẹ́ ìjọba tí Ọlọ́run gbé wa sí ipò, tó pé màmá lè sọ nípa ìwọ̀nba nǹkan tó ti ṣe.
This was, however, followed by the last round of closing hymnal, and Right Reverend J.M.B. Bikule said the closing prayers and shared the grace. The order of funeral and interment services for Deaconess Olori Taiwo Stella Yetunde Gbadebo at Oba Gbadebo Memorial Methodist Church started with meeting and reception of the body at the entrance of the church, followed by a processional hymnal with a standing ovation and a minute of silence for the soul of the departed.
When the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those
This was followed by another section of hymnals by the choir and joined by the entire congregation. The Bible reading was conducted by Deaconess Alice Iji, which was followed by the Gloria chant and also another hymnal by the choir and congregation. Another Bible reading was by Very Reverend Adeshola Kuyebi. In order of attendance of dignitaries present, former President Olusegun Aremu Obasanjo, Otumba Gbenga Daniels, Senator Ibikule Amosun, Engineer Oludotun Taiwo, His Excellency Sharafa Ishola, Chief Fadairo. This was followed by a heartwarming sermon for the service, was conducted by the Most Reverend Adigbemi Atonda Adewale, PhD, the Archbishop of Rie and Bishop of Egba,
look at what Ambassador Sharafa Atuji Shola says on page 39, you will see it's a reflection of what Mama did in the life. Her gentle spirit and generous heart endeared her to everyone she met. Mama's unwavering faith and dedication to her family and community served as a guiding light, inspiring others to follow in her footsteps and spread love and joy wherever they went. So as we reflect on Mama's life, let us remember the countless moments of joy, laughter, and love that she shared with us. One professor, Oludayo Amokaye's son of the Faculty of Law, University of Lagos, wrote on what Mama did to support his elevation to the exalted rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria. So her legacies will continue to live on in the hearts of those who knew her, who had come to her, who had been supported by her. A testament of the enduring power of her spirit and the impact she had in this world.
Afterwards, former President Olusegun Obasanjo was called briefly to speak about Olori Yetunde Gbadebo.
Èmi àti Olori, tẹ̀gbọ́n-tàbúrò ni wá. And she took me like a junior brother. I took her like a senior sister. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wí, tí Olórí bá ní ìdí nǹkan kan tàbí tó bá fẹ́ kí n ṣe nǹkan kan, Olórí ò mọ̀ mí president yìí. Tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ́ọ̀dọ̀ Olórí, tẹ́ ẹ bá pẹ́ ẹ béèrè president, kò mọ̀ president yìí. Tẹ́ ẹ bá pé ẹ béèrè kò tí ẹ mọ̀ Olúṣẹ́gun. Ṣẹ́gun ló mọ̀, Ṣẹ́gun ló mọ̀. But one good thing, and that has been very well brought out in the sermon, in the tribute, is that this woman was very close to God when she was alive. And she lived her life for the family, for the community, for the nation, and for the Church of Christ.
The Lord's Prayer and the Grace was shared by Reverend Luke Odubanjo, retired. Afterwards, the recessional hymn that ushered Mama's body out of the church, accompanied by all the clerics, her children, and dignitaries present, and the entire congregation for final interment. The reception for Deaconess Olori Taiwo Stella Yetunde Gbadebo was held at OOPL Event Center, Abeokuta. The reception was graced by the high and mighty of the society, with beautiful guests from far and near. The Torpedo Band started by entertaining guests with series of melodious songs. The master of ceremony is Yemi Shodimu, whose witty remarks lighten the mood and atmosphere for all guests in attendance. All guests were given the dance floor to dance to, and there was merriment from every corner for everyone's enjoyment and pleasure. The Torpedo Band, however, continued entertaining guests with their music till the end.